This is Heknows Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping the foot on the wood on the necks. We keeping the foot on the wood on the necks. And like the Tibetan mastiff that I am, I'm applying what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? Eat versus pipes. Let's talk about it, man. Heknows Sport has a way of always being on the thumb, the needle, and the damn situation. What did he tell you guys? Terence Crawford, the Chihuahua, barking behind the damn fence. He does not want the Errol the True Spence fight. Terence Crawford sat there in the Virgil Ortiz versus the Maurice Hooker. And I told you guys, Maurice Hooker has a problem fundamentally. And that's why I could never get behind that fighter. Because familiarity breeds complacency. And what is the familiarity that breeds complacency? When it's all said and done, he likes to do this bullshit Mexican come forward style. He's a black fighter. He should know fucking better. That style is a bullshit and fuck shit style. He does it, and it gets him stopped. It gets him mangled. It was obvious to figure out that Virgil Ortiz was going to dominate him because they're trying to make Virgil Ortiz more than what he is. Virgil Ortiz is not He's not a Transformers. He's not more than meets the eyes. When you look at Virgil Ortiz, they're giving him bum bashes, man. They're giving him guys that are over the hill or guys that are tailor-made for him to beat the shit out of. Maurice Hooker. Fucking Mauricio Herrera. I mean, come on, man. The list goes on and on and on of what this guy's been given to make it look good in terms of making him look more than what he is. Errol the True Spence will beat the shit out of Virgil Ortiz. It's really that simple. And Errol Spence said he's looking for that fight next year. Spence has made it very clear. He wants to fight. But see, what fight fans need to understand is, like Heknows Sport said, and a prediction king strikes. And a prediction king strikes. Errol the True Spence is mentally and physically whipping Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford knows that he has a double snake of a dichotomy that he has to deal with Errol the True Spence. He knows that Errol the True Spence will beat the shit out of his ass physically. But he also knows that he's getting mentally whipped into accepting what he's always been, which is the B-side. Terence Crawford has a fundamental problem with that because Bob Arum, what Bob orders, has put in his brain that he's been the A-side. He's been the A-side all along on the WBO side. But the WBO is a joke. It's a what Bob orders belt. It's not serious. So because it's not serious, hence, there is no serious ramifications that's associated with that freaking belt. So because of that, you're dealing with an issue where Errol the True Spence has to mentally whip Terence Crawford, the barking, the Chihuahua, barking behind the damn fence, into shape. The shape that Errol the True Spence has to whip him into is for him to understand that in this situation, I'm the pay-per-view star. I command more. I bring more to the table. I am the ultimate gamut here. I am the superstar. So because of that, I'm the A-side equation. And until you get that very clear into your head, you bend the proverbial fucking knee and kiss the ring while you at it like they do with the Pope, this fight is not going to happen. Heknows Sport told you guys this stuff. It's a bunch of cockroaches, man. I done told you guys. La cucarachas, la cucarachas. Yo no puedo caminar. La cucarachas, la cucarachas. Yo no puedo caminar. There's a bunch of fucking scattering ass cockroaches, man. That's copying and mimicking what Heknows Sport told you guys from the jump. And it was as simple as this. The person who's holding up Spence and Crawford is Terence Crawford. Now, Spence has made it very clear he wants the fight to fucking happen. And the fight is going to happen. Because when it's all said and done, patience is your best friend. This is what the good book tells us. Patience is your best friend. This is what Errol the True Spence is using. This is what Al Heyman is using in True Alpha Extraordinaire, governed by True Alpha Economics ways, to mentally whip Terence Crawford and Bob Arum into shape. If you want this fight, you're going to have to accept your graces 40%. Now, in a fantasy world, we would want it 70-30. We would want it 80-20. Realistically, that's what it should be. But we know it's going to be a 60-40 fight. You guys heard it here first from Heknows Sport. Everybody else is just duplicating what Heknows Sport already told you guys from the jump, which is Errol the True Spence has all the willingness, Has all of the megalodon shark, has no predator. It is the predator. Has he's not the hunter. He hunts those who think that they can hunt the hunter mentality. Whereas Terence Crawford knows this fundamental truth. If I fight Sean Porter or if I fight a Virgil Ortiz and I lose these types of fights, I lose Spence versus Crawford. I lose that super fight. But if I fight Errol the True Spence, I'm going to get plowed through. I'm going to get bulldozed. I'm going to get steamrolled. I'm basically going to get done the fuck up. See, Terence Crawford's in a catch-22. He's in a conundrum. He is in a damned if you do and a damned if you don't. Because either way, Errol the True Spence is going to bulldoze his ass. Errol the True Spence is going to embarrass his ass. Errol the True Spence is going to punish his ass via tactical aggression, technical punching placement, and body snatching work, the levying on style, the punishment style. So Bud knows this. So in knowing this, Bud is in a precarious situation. So what do Chihuahuas do when they're in a precarious situation? Like a Chihuahua, they bark behind a damn fence. Why do you think I did the controversial video I did the other day about alpha beta, father versus fatherlessness? This is proving itself once again. What is Terence Crawford showcasing to you guys? A guy that does not have a father in the home. What is Errol the True Spence showcasing to you guys? A guy that had an active father in the home. Because when you have an active father in the home, you're absolute and resolute in your decision making. When you don't have a father in the home, you get emotional and you get frustrated by circumstances and situations. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat true telefashion. I keeps the foot on the whoop on the next. When it's all said and done, Errol the True Spence is going to continue to keep the foot on Terence Crawford's neck when it comes from a negotiation aspect, but also when they step into the ring. I done told you guys, this is Hagler versus Hearns 2.0. And what Terence Crawford is showcasing to you guys is a guy that does not want Free Smoke Jr. He never wanted this free smoke. And if you boxing fans are using the true boxing eye test, you would know this. Because Errol the True Spence is built too big, too durable, and too tough. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat true telefashion. This is Heknows Sport. Check it out.